Sometimes, a private moment explodes into the public eye, shattering the boundaries between what's meant to be intimate and what becomes everyone's business. In today's world, where every phone is a camera and every story can go viral in seconds, the line between private pain and public spectacle is thinner than ever. These moments force us to confront uncomfortable truths about love, money, and family in the age of social media. Suddenly, the struggles that once played out behind closed doors are dissected by strangers, and the pressure to present a perfect life online only adds to the tension. This is exactly what happened with NBA star PJ Washington and social media personality Brittany Renner. Their custody exchange, which might have been a routine but emotional moment for any separated parents, went viral after a short emotional video surfaced online, drawing millions of eyes to their private pain. The footage revealed not just an argument, but a collision of past hurts and present frustrations, all unfolding in front of their young son. The rawness of the moment was undeniable, and it was clear that the pain ran deep for everyone involved. When cameras capture these raw moments, the narrative can spiral out of control, and suddenly, everyone has an opinion. The story is no longer just about the people involved. It becomes a public debate, with strangers weighing in, often without knowing the full context. This isn't just a celebrity drama. It's a reflection of challenges many families face: the struggle to co-parent, the pain of communication breakdowns, and the difficulty of navigating life after separation. Co-parenting, communication breakdowns, and the impact of new partners entering the picture, bringing their own hopes, fears, and sometimes complications. Blended families are becoming more common, but that doesn't make the process any easier for the children or the adults involved. The video forces us to ask, are we seeking justice by sharing these moments or just fueling the fire? Does public attention help families heal, or does it only deepen the wounds? Behind the chaos are real people: a father, a mother, a new wife, and most importantly, a little boy caught in the middle. Their lives are forever changed by the glare of the spotlight, and the emotional toll is impossible to ignore. As we explore this story, let's focus on understanding, not judgment. Every family has its struggles, and compassion is more powerful than criticism. Our goal is to learn from their public struggle and see what it reveals about family in the digital age, how we can support one another, even when the world is watching. To truly grasp what happened, we need to get to know the key players and understand the unique roles they each play in this unfolding story. PJ Washington, a forward for the Dallas Mavericks, is not only a professional athlete, but also a young father navigating the challenges of parenthood in the public eye. After his high-profile relationship with Brittany Renner ended, he found himself balancing fame, fatherhood, and personal growth. Brittany, a well-known social media personality and influencer, has always been open about her life online. She's used her platform to share her experiences, and it was she who recorded and posted the viral video that brought this family's struggles into the spotlight. Since then, PJ has remarried Alisah Chanel. Together, they've welcomed 2 more sons, creating a blended family with new relationships and added layers of complexity to their daily lives. Alisah, now a stepmother to PJ Jr., finds herself in the challenging position of supporting her husband while also caring for her stepson, all while being thrust into the middle of a tense and emotional co-parenting situation. Brittany's mother, fiercely protective of her daughter and grandson, becomes a vocal participant in the argument, her strong emotions escalating the already high tensions within the family. At the very heart of it all is PJ Jr., just 4 years old. His distress and confusion are the most heartbreaking parts of the video, reminding us of the real impact these conflicts have on children. Each adult brings their own history, pain, and perspective to the situation, but it's the child who ultimately bears the brunt of the conflict, often left feeling powerless and caught in the middle. This story isn't just about celebrities or viral moments, it's about the real, messy, and often painful challenges that come with blended families and co-parenting. Understanding the roles, relationships, and emotions of everyone involved is key to making sense of what unfolded, and to finding empathy for all sides. The viral video is just 97 seconds, but it's packed with emotion. In less than 2 minutes, it manages to capture a whirlwind of feelings: shock, anger, heartbreak, and confusion, all unfolding in real time. It's the kind of video that makes you hold your breath, unable to look away, as the drama escalates with every passing second. It begins with a custody exchange. PJ and Alisah arrive to pick up PJ Jr., who is visibly upset and clinging to his mother. The tension is already thick in the air, and you can sense that this is not the first time emotions have run high during these handovers. Brittany records, claiming her son's distress is recurring and needs to be documented. She wants proof, perhaps for the courts or for her own peace of mind, that her child is suffering through these exchanges. Tensions escalate quickly. Brittany insists something is wrong, while PJ accuses her and her mother of coddling the boy. Voices rise and the situation grows more volatile with every word. Brittany's mother jumps in, confronting PJ about both parenting and finances, while Alisah tries to intervene. The argument is no longer just about the child. It's about old wounds, money, and pride. The argument spirals, with insults and accusations flying between all four adults. What started as a custody exchange quickly becomes a public spectacle, with everyone's pain and frustration on display. The video ends abruptly, as Alisah and Brittany's mother nearly come to blows. The chaos is so intense, it feels like anything could happen next. In less than 2 minutes, the world witnesses a family in crisis, raw, chaotic, and painfully real. The pain and confusion ripple out from the screen, leaving viewers unsettled. The video's virality turned a private struggle into a public debate. Suddenly, strangers everywhere are weighing in, dissecting every gesture and word. It's a snapshot of unresolved issues: trust, respect, money, and parenting, erupting for all to see. The video exposes the cracks in the family and the pressures that have built up over time. And at the center, a child's distress is lost in the noise. The world sees the chaos, but the pain of the smallest voice is almost drowned out, reminding us of what's truly at stake. The argument was about far more than a custody exchange. It was a battle of words, each one cutting deep. Brittany focused on her son's tears, insisting they signaled a serious problem. PJ saw the distress as a result of Brittany and her mother's influence, not his own parenting. Both sides claimed to know what was best for PJ Jr., but neither was truly listening. The fight devolved into insults and power struggles, with each adult trying to win rather than resolve the issue. Brittany and her mother positioned themselves as protectors, PJ and Alisah as rational disciplinarians. The clash of parenting philosophies played out in public, deepening wounds and animosity. No solutions emerged, just more pain, and a child caught in the crossfire. The real tragedy? The argument became about the adults, not the child's well-being. In the end, words became weapons, and the only real loser was PJ Jr. Money quickly became ammunition in the argument. Brittany's mother accused PJ of giving $170,000 to his wife, while only saving $11,000 for his son, a claim meant to wound. This wasn't just about numbers. It was an attack on PJ's character and priorities as a father. The accusation tapped into long-standing rumors about child support and financial fairness, fueling public speculation. For some, it painted Brittany as manipulative. For others, it questioned PJ's commitment to his child. The fight over money exposed deeper resentments and blurred the line between parental responsibility and personal spending. The public was left to debate. What does a father truly owe his child beyond what the court demands? The financial accusations only intensified the family's public unraveling. Amid the chaos, PJ Jr.'s cries are the most haunting part of the video. At 4 years old, he can't understand adult conflicts. He just feels the fear and tension. His tears aren't just about leaving his mom. They're a reaction to the hostile environment created by the adults. Children aren't pawns or proof in a parental argument. They're vulnerable, and their emotional safety should come first. Forcing a child to choose or witness conflict can create lifelong guilt and anxiety. In that moment, PJ Jr.'s needs were forgotten as the adults fought for control. The image of a crying child surrounded by shouting adults is a stark reminder of who suffers most in high-conflict co-parenting. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. The child's well-being is what's truly at stake. His silent plea for peace was drowned out by adult anger. He will carry the memory of this conflict long after the video fades from public view. The video's release sparked a firestorm online. Millions watched, shared, and took sides. Some defended PJ, seeing him as a father unfairly attacked. Others sided with Brittany, viewing her as a protective mother. The debate quickly polarized, with little room for nuance or empathy. Many criticized Brittany for making the conflict public, while others condemned PJ's alleged financial priorities. But beyond the blame game, a third group focused on the real victim, PJ Jr. Commentators and advocates agreed, arguing in front of a child is damaging, no matter who's at fault. The public spectacle became a collective lesson in what not to do. In the end, the world's attention only amplified the family's pain. Child development experts say it's normal for young kids to feel anxious during custody exchanges. Transitional anxiety is common. A child's tears don't always mean something is wrong with the other parent. Often, it's just the stress of change. Experts urge co-parents to work together, keeping exchanges calm, brief, and positive. Arguing in front of a child is one of the most damaging things parents can do, leading to long-term emotional harm. Consistent routines and a peaceful environment help children feel secure. The viral video is a textbook example of what not to do during a handoff. Instead of blaming each other, parents should focus on the child's needs, not their own grievances. The lesson: protect your child from adult conflict even when emotions run high. The child's well-being must always come first. What can we learn from this family's public pain? First, co-parenting demands respect, communication, and a focus on the child's well-being, not adult resentments. When that foundation cracks, everyone suffers, especially the child. Second, sharing private battles online may feel empowering, but it can have lasting consequences, especially for the child who will one day see it. We must ask, is public exposure worth the cost to our children's peace? This story also reflects our own fascination with others' pain. Are we learning or just judging? The hope is that we use these moments to reflect, not just react. Healing a family doesn't happen in the court of public opinion, but in the hard work of choosing peace over conflict. Let's strive for compassion, grace, and always put children first. Because in the end, their emotional safety is what matters most.